Live from Cleveland, this is Progressive Field. We bring you Friday baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Okay, Singy, he's got some extra swagger today after that monster performance in the last game. So much confidence in that swing.
No doubt about it, Boog. He did everything but drive the team bus back to the hotel. Looking forward to seeing if he can ride that wave into this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get underway, and today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Kyron Paris, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. The shortstop takes the ball. Pitch misses, and now 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Next offering is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Goes down looking. And the batter now, Nolan Schanuel. Splits the plate, and that is strike one. Bieber, 29 years old, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. And that one fouled off. And the right-hander deals. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
One out, base is empty. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. So in now for the Angels, Taylor Ward. Just off the inside edge. This one in the air. Ramirez. And that's the third out. Back here in Cleveland, and starting in this one, Reed Detmers. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip, but he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Stephen Kwan, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And another ball. And that one fouled off. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. That one drifts inside. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
We got a full count. 3-2.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Ramirez with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
The other way, and now maybe extra bases. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Throw comes in, runner stopped, second and third, nobody out.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And here is John Kenzie Noel. And that one missing low.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
In the air, foul off first. Hauls it in for the out.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Kyle Manzardo in the box now. Takes strike one.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Next offering is downstairs. There's a swing and a miss.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And that's way high. And the count is 2-2.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
And that's down and away. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana.
That's a ball.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Late swing fouled off. Two aboard, two outs. Dives, but it's off his glove. The throw is still in time, and they do get the third out of the inning. Here in Cleveland, new inning getting started. Leading off, Jorge Soler. Bieber back to work. Soler with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark. And a swing and a miss.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. That's to third, and that's a fair ball.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. That
Ball
misses
one,
the
no
zone, and that is ball one. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Here's Joe Adele.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
That one's in there, 0-1. Adele
0-1.
with a homer in his last game. Ohapi, the runner at first with 2 gone. In the air on the infield, Martinez. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the second. Here comes Lane Thomas. First pitch just misses.
Well, it's a good pitch there.
Counts 1-0.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, off the bat, I thought for sure it had enough to get out of here. But that wind's kind of blowing in from left, and I think that's what made the difference.
Austin Hedges, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Right through there for a strike. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Off the plate, and the count is 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Good eye by Hedges.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Ripped to first, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Brian Rocchio in the box now. No balls and a strike. Popped in the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that's the inning. And we're back. Top half of the third inning. And now Yoan Moncada. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Pitch misses there. 1-2 the count.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
In the air, left field, down the line. Kwan pulls it in on the run. Scott Kingery up to hit.
He's struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Just missed. Top of the third, no score. And that misses. Yeah, that's ball 2. Late on that fastball.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
late with the swing there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So the lineup flips over. Kyren Paris, the next to hit for the Angels. And that's hammered into right field. And that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's a little bit low. Bieber checks the runner. Paris back on a dive. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Lined into right. Noel makes the play, and that is that. Back now at Progressive Field as we go to the last of the 3rd. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Angel Martinez. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. It's Kingery again to make the play. 1 up, 1 down. So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Walk to open the ball game. And that drops in for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Swings through that one.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And the slider just misses.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Man at first, 1 away. Breaking ball inside. Going to count 1 and 2. Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. Stepping up for the Guardians, John Kenzie Noel. First time up was a pop out. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Inside corner for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the fourth. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
You know, these Angels, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Rocchio throws across the diamond. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Jorge Soler up at the plate.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
First pitch misses.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
One down, base is empty. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Next offering is down low.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now here is Logan O'Hoppe. 1 for 1 with a single so far. O'Hoppe in his 3rd season, 25 years old. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. And there's a foul ball. Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he chases that one. Angels retired 1-2-3. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now, Kyle Manzardo. As the lefty gets to work. Misses outside, ball 1.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. And that clips the inside corner. Missed with a changeup. 2-2.
2-2 to count.
And that's too high. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that will fall. And a good start to the inning.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Next is the DH. A switch hitter, Carlos Santana. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Check swing, called strike. Up the middle, dive, and he's got it. There's 1. Out. And that's 2.
Up next for the Guardians, center fielder, Lane.
Here's Lane Thomas. Fly to left his first time. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That misses the zone, and it's a ball and a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Around first and hustling for second, and that's a double.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Austin Hedges stands in. Moncada fires across the diamond, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. We go to the top of the 5th. So in now for the Angels, Tyler O'Neill. Bieber back to work. Outside low. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Angels just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Next offering upstairs.
And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
No, inside.
O'Neill gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. That's ripped into the outfield. Makes the catch, 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And he grounds one back up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Runner holds at second, so another base hit could get us the first run of the game.
Second baseman.
Go ahead run on base. Kingery the next to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That clips the zone. Strike 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Slider for a strike.
Yeah, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Now a chance for Kyren Paris. 1 for 2. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That one at the knees for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
2 on, 2 outs. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. Back here in Cleveland, we head to the bottom of the 5th. So in now for Cleveland, Brian Rocchio. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
You know, these Guardians, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. They've had a hard time squaring up off-speed pitches, and until they can prove they can hit it, they're going to keep getting a heavy dose of them.
That's a slider for a strike.
Ball 2. 2-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. And down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Now it's going to be Angel Martinez. A switch hitter batting right. Outside with a breaking ball. And it's even up. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5.
Nope, that's a ball. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
That's in there. It's 2-2.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Next pitch is downstairs. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. A walk, and he's also singled. Outside. 1-0. 2 out, space is empty. Outside.
That ball went out.
That one in for a strike. 2-2. Laser could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Tosses to first, and that is the inning. Top 6. So in now for the Angels, Nolan Schanuel. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. Taylor Ward now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. First offering, and it just misses. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Got him looking. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. And next for L.A., Jorge Soler. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career. Just missed.
Ball 1, no strikes.
That one finds the zone. And the count 1-1. Slider misses outside. Next offering is downstairs.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball but missed the spot.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Ohapi in the box again. Takes a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Right through there for a strike. And that's a little bit high. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Really good 2-strike pitch right there. Surprised he was able to spit on that thing.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And his 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whiffs. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the right fielder, Jhonkensy Noel. First pitch, and he just misses.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first, and he went around, according to Clyde Washington. Foul ball there. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one almost got him.
2 strikes.
That one the other way. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians.
Kyle Manzardo.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
1-1.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Next offering is down low. Drilled out towards left center field. Adele going after it. 2 down. A new arm into the game, the righty Robert Stevenson.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
And the batter now, Carlos Santana. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Fastball is outside. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. The count 2-1. And that's outside. And that's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Thomas, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Santana leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Line to left. Ward makes the grab, and that will end the inning. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th. So in now for the Angels, Tyler O'Neill.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
That one outside, and the count is 1-1. And that's downstairs and outside. That one fouled off. 2-2.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Joe Adell, the next to hit for the Angels. That one in there across the letters.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here is Yoan Moncada.
Third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Line drive and foul ball. Next pitch off the plate, and it's 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2-2 to count.
Goes down looking for the strikeout, and he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. So they turn things over to one of their young arms, Ben Joyce.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Austin Hedges now. And Chris, his big strength is defense. But it is interesting, in today's world of baseball compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
And that's in for a strike. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers.
2 strikes.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room, it's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
Swings and misses. So Hedges is gone. Here's Brian Rocchio.
The shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
Joyce, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Next pitch misses, and 1-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Just missed. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And down on strikes he goes. That's the second out. Now it's the second baseman, Angel Martinez.
Second baseman, Angel Martinez.
There's the strike. 95 of that one. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Adele makes the grab, and that's the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th, Cade Smith.
And he's been fantastic this year, really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
So in now for the Angels, Scott Kingery, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. There's the strike.
Nope. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Misses the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Inside, almost got him.
Okay.
Left field. Quan settles underneath it. And it's caught for the out. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Kyron Paris, 1 for 3. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. His first homer of the year. It's 1-0. Now the number 2 hitter, Nolan Shanuel. 0 for 3 in this one. Top of the zone for a called strike. That misses, and it's 1-1.
I got 1 ball,
1 out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that one popped in the air, left field. Thomas on his way over, makes the grab, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1's the count.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jose Quijada.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
First pitch misses. This one lifted in the air, left field. He's got it, and there's one down. Here's Jose Ramirez.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And that drops in for a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Out to short, Paris. And Ramirez is set down. Jhonkensy Noel digs in for the Guardians. There's a strike. And now the count is even.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Way out front for strike 2.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
Slice to right. And it stays fair.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Runner at first with 2 away. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians.
Off the plate,
just missed.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. That one at 95 missed up top, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2-2 the count.
That one missed. With the tying run at second, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a fair ball. Tying run is in to score from second. In there. Just beat the tag. It's a double.
Comes through with the RBI. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. And now the DH, Carlos Santana. That one ripped, but foul. Next pitch inside, and now it's even 1-1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Swing and a foul out of play. Next pitch is downstairs. 2 down, go ahead run at scoring position. That one misses, and now it's filled up 3-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So coming into the game now on defense, Daniel Schneemann. He takes over in right. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Jorge Soler.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
Smith back to work. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Inside, just missed.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
The 3-1. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Go ahead run on base. Logan O'Hoppe getting ready to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a ground ball down the line, and it's foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And that's in the dirt. Now 2-2.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself in the scoring position.
Drops into the glove, and there's 1 down. Stepping in, Tyler O'Neill. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw. Save. Hedges too late.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's
caught him looking for the K. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Adele will hit next. Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Runner edges away at second. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That's ball 2.
That one not close. Full count now. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. And in the 9th, they take the lead.
Just a huge at bat right there.
Sam Hentges comes on now.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Here is Moncada. Upstairs.
Nope, that's the ball.
Ball one. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. That's outside.
That's the ball.
And the count is 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
In the air out to center. Makes the grab on the run. And that'll do it. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Kenley Jansen. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Number 74, Kenley Jansen.
Well, one-run game. There's Lane Thomas now.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Right through there for a strike. And there's a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next one misses. 2-1. There's a strike. On the ground, out to short. Slings it across. 1 out, bottom of the ninth.
Up next for
He's
the
2 outs away. And here's the catcher, Austin Hedges.
Hedges.
Chopped left side. Paris. And they're down to their last out. So 2 down now. And here is Ryan Rocchio. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And he pumps it a strike. Looking to get the tying run on base. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Jansen is just 1 strike away. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Hit slowly on the ground. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, you break this 8-game losing streak, so it's been a couple of series since you've gotten a win, but you really come into each series looking to take the first 2 games and win that. They haven't done it. They started today, and hopefully this will continue.
And your final score here today, 2-1. Kenley Jansen picking up the save for Chris Singleton.